You ever gotten around a particular person and they will really sit there and try to say some things, do some things just to get under your skin? You do your best and say, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna pay this person no mind. You're saying this to yourself because you're reflecting on what this person does all the time just to get under your skin. You're doing your best to stay positive. You're doing your best to just, you know what, I'm gonna do what I can do just to avoid this person. It don't even matter who this person is. This person could be a family member. Most of the time, a lot of them, that's what they do. It could be that friend, that associate, person that 9 times out of 10, your work job. It's always that one particular person that just does their best, and 9 times out of 10, they actually do a good job at bothering you. And I've been using that lately. I've been doing videos and I've been talking about people, but it's just things that I'm really observing that I have to address. Now, talk about myself personally. I don't really pay attention to people like that, and this is one of the things that I'm gonna tell you what made me very powerful. The most thing that made me very powerful, and as I'm stating to you right now, people are getting under your skin. And guess what? You give them what they want. You give them a little piece of your mind. You tell them off. And what do? They'll flip it back to you and make it look like you're the problem. I see this a lot, not myself. Well, I have been in a relationship in the past, in my early 20s, where I have dealt with someone that did their best. Actually, they got the best of me. And to turn it and make it seem like I'm the problem. And realistically, they were pushing me, and telling me that I was a bad person, I'm this and that. And the minute I gave them peace of mind, and guess what? They made it seem like, and they said that you're the one that's the problem. Because look at the things that you said, as if that they didn't tell me anything to push me to be the person that I am. Push me to say the things that I said to them. I have something to say about that. Before I get into the video, let me introduce myself. And I'm going to tell you what we're going to talk about. Before I get into the title, let me say this. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. And I got a little brain fart, but I ask you guys to please like, share, and subscribe, right? Give no reaction. The best reaction is no reaction. In these times now, it's really important to play chess with these people now, with people, period. I've gotten to the point, and this is what made me very powerful. I don't give no reaction. When somebody comes to me and try to say certain things to me, and try to say, hey, say little slick stuff, and this, that, and the third, I don't give no reaction. The best reaction is no reaction, because guess what? They'll find you very mysterious, and they'll start checking themselves. We sit there and we will really try to prove and let people know what they do and what they say is wrong. People know what they're doing. People know what they say. Because think about it. Before you say anything, you have to think before you talk. We're adults. We're adults. I don't care how much drugs you take, alcohol. When you're sober, most people speak from the heart. They tell you how they feel. So if somebody says something to you and try to say, be funny and try to say, oh wow, you working out, but you don't look like You haven't gained any weight. You know what I mean? What you doing in the gym? And you knowing that, hey, you working out, you ain't perfect. Is you just getting in the gym as if like in 2 weeks you're just supposed to just be shredded, have that perfect body. Most people know what they're doing because a lot of times when people say certain things and try to get a reaction out of you, they're talking about themselves. The way they feel and the way they react to and say certain things to you is how they feel about themselves. A lot of times, people are going through certain things with other people and they'll come and try to take it out on you. So they'll say words to hurt you, and realistically, you wasn't the problem. It was a situation that they were going through, and they're trying to bring it around you. What made me very powerful, as I stated before, I give no reaction. But what really made me powerful, I stay away from you. I'll walk away. Dang, you a punk, you this, you that. Ask yourself this question. That same person that's bothering you, you're telling them off. How can you prove to a person and tell them and hurt a person when they're already hurt? What can you really say to that person? What can you prove to that person? Because whoever hurted them, put them to that situation, they ate each other they exchanged energies. They done argued, they went back and forth, they done got into a little tussle. It don't even matter, it could be a relationship. A lot of times, a lot of dudes and women, they really get into tussling, right? Family members. What can you prove to that person? You're healing yourself, you're working on yourself, you're building yourself up. Let's say you're not perfect, but you see where you're supposed to be, you see the direction where you're going. Why is it you're gonna let someone distract you? How can you let someone distract you and take your energy when you know where you're going? There was one point I was dealing with someone. We was chopping it up, we was kicking it, we had a good time. Young woman. Seen her only twice. We had a good time. But homegirl was highly, and very, very emotional. I'll say certain things to her, she'll just start crying. Just went through a breakup. Little do I know, I didn't really know she was really hurting that much. And guess what? Something triggered her, and I said something to her, and she just lashed out on me. Telling me I'm a bad person, I'm this and that, and I only seen you twice. I didn't say anything mean to you. I was uplifting you. I was actually more of a therapist to her. And then when she felt like, things, she had something boiling inside of her, she lashed out on me. No reaction. She was expecting me to argue and everything. No. I gave her the boot, kicked her out. It didn't even matter what time it was. I kicked her out. I'm not your therapist. I was around you. We were together the whole day. And the whole time, the second time, I'm like, dang, you have all this anger. Start disrespecting me, I kicked you out. Try to come back, no, it only takes one time. We don't deserve for us people that's really healing. And I'm not saying this because I'm not perfect at all. But I tell you this, you get around me, you're gonna feel good energy. You're gonna really feel that, hey, you're somebody. Because as I stated before, and I always say, I am a service to people. I see the greatness in people, but I don't be around everyone. She regretted it. She told me she regretted it, and she took full accountability. But still then, She still try to get around me. She's not even healing. I told her, you need healing. Young girl, beautiful young woman. Wish it could have worked out better than it was, but you got to secure your energy. And that's what made me powerful. Give no reaction. No reaction is better than the reaction, because you will regret something that you never thought that you had to regret. Focus on yourself. Learn to walk away. Even though you know you didn't do anything, the best thing to do is get away from that person, from that individual, because that person could bring you down. One thing that my cousin told me at one point, I spoke to him yesterday, is usually people that bring you down. People actually bring you down. If you are a person that really working on yourself, you're healing, and this is one of the reasons why I always say this, like, yo, you have to cut people off. That's the best thing to do in life. Like, just cut people off. Don't be playing no games. I'm not saying this, not everybody's perfect. But when I mean cut people off, there's some people that you just have to distance yourself, love them from a distance, and then you chop it up here and there, keep it moving, boom. There's some people that, hey, you're married. I'm not the person to really say, hey, divorce this person, stay away from your spouse, stay away from your siblings. But ask yourself this question: is it really worth being around a person that's just bringing you down and that just hurting you? How can you change a person that don't want to be changed? I don't, like, me personally, I'm saying this, I'm not telling everybody to follow what I'm doing, but me, if I don't feel comfortable around you and you make me feel a certain way, and I know I mean well for you, I'm cutting you off. I don't have time for problems. I don't have time for anything. And I believe too, that's what made me very powerful. This is why I'm getting to where I need to be, because guess what? I don't have time for games. Tomorrow's no promise. So for me to really sit there and really try to understand you, forgive you. You didn't mean the things that you say. Them little side jokes and try to bring me down, like as if I'm not gonna catch on. I'm supposed to just forgive you. I'll forgive you by not talking to you. I'll forgive you by staying away from you. I'll forgive you by, hey, you know, everything was cool, but I can't hang with you no more. And I truly believe and feel that, hey, this is one of the reasons why it's best to just hang with one or two people if you're lucky. Me, myself, and I is all I got. Like Beyonce said, shouts out to her. Me, myself, and I is all I got to the end. Because in the time that we live in now, everybody's a vampire. They'll drain your energy. They'll eat up everything that you do. You know what I mean? They want to take. They'll be around you, take down everything you're doing, hurt you, and then to only turn around and try to be like you, and as if like they didn't take your style. But I go off and off and off. But I say this: the most powerful thing you can do, and this is what I have been doing my life, it's better to give no reaction than give an emotional reaction, because all they're gonna do is just take your energy. Alright, so if you like this video, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe, and also comment below. Comment below and give your input. Please comment below. I love reading comments. I'll definitely reply. And look, again, in the comment below, comment pin to the top. Keep up with the latest luxury styles and trends wear at gorgeous271.com. Alright? So again, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, alright? Don't give no reaction to these clowns, man. That's trying to hurt you, man. I'm telling you. You see how far you go, you see how peaceful you are. And when you do, don't give no reaction, cut them off. Don't pay no attention to people that's trying to bring you down, alright? Peace.